Hi, this is Annie Christme here on Mackinac Island, and we are about to hear part of a tour given by a tour guide on a haunted ghost tour on Mackinac Island. And here it is.
James Riva, along with Victor Calloway, purchased the hotel in its dilapidated state, spent $3.2 million in three years of restoration to restore it to what you see today. In 1974, it was considered a Michigan historical landmark. It is still owned and maintained by Victor Calloway today. What haunts the island house is probably the ghost of a man who hung himself in the 1930s in the fourth floor curate room on the west wing, which is the round room with the round circle windows. What happens in this room is things tend to shake so severely that you think there is an earthquake. I used to work for this hotel. I was sent up there about twice a week to calm guests down because things would shake. Their bed, their TV, their nightstand, the couch in there, all would start shaking. The bed is actually bolted to the wall in room number 400 to keep it from shaking so severely. And it's not point operated. The last day I worked for this hotel, I was sent up there because the guests in 402 were complaining about all the noise in 400. They said the guests were just creating an uproar and roar in there. I go up and I knock on the door and say, "Bellman." No answer. I do that 3 times. Finally, I'm hearing this noise while I'm knocking on the door. Nobody answers. I open the door and I find a quiet room with nobody in it. Another very, very active spot on this island. There's really not a whole lot that goes on elsewhere in the hotel. It's mainly on that 4th floor wing. What room are you all staying in? Huh? 407. Really? That's like 409 is in the hallway, 407 here, and yeah.
We're staying in 408.
Really? Yeah. Well, try to get some EVPs of Charlie.
Okay.
Now there were ghost investigators here from Traverse City that got a really interesting photo in here. You want to hear my take on the photo?
Yeah.
It's a fraud. You want to know why I say that? Because I've actually been in that room. Normal people that haven't been in that room would say, "Oh, that's a really great photo." But see, the bed is where it should be. The couch, however, is not. It's pushed in the alcove along with the TV. And the coat rack that should be behind the door is actually in the center with the top hat and a trench coat on it. It's people like that that make people like us look bad. Yeah. You don't go into a room usually and find something like that the very first time. So, yeah.
Staging.
Any questions? What's that?
That's staging.
Yes. Any questions about anything about this hotel? It was, but they don't use it anymore. Well, yeah, it's not used anymore. There's another one here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. And it points out on the yard. Where?
Oh, the spooky tour.
It is, actually. They probably were following Megan. We're going to continue on down to our next location, which will be right next to the inn on Mackinac.
He takes us down here, then he leaves us all down here.
That's right. He'll leave you. He's going to leave you down there, and you're going to have to find your way back.
One of them.
That's right. You were right. Not necessarily in our hotel, but
It was definitely away from the hotel.
Well, do any of you ghosts or spirits agree with what he just said? Or is he way off?